So it is December. What's today's date? Let me see. It is December 12th. And today has been one heck of a long, stressful day. I am literally over life at the moment. Not like in a crazy suicidal way, but I'm just over everything. So I guess this is gonna be like a story time. I don't know, but I'm sorry. I'm just trying to move the camera. Sorry, my ear really itches. Ugh. Okay. So last night, I was coming home from work on the expressway. It was kind of dark, not too dark, but so I'm doing, I guess like 65, 70 miles per hour on the expressway. And there was something in the middle of the road, but from where I was, it looked like, I don't know if you guys like ever drive on the expressway, you see like that rubber, it was like shredded tire or something, like long pieces of it or like short pieces of it. So I'm like, okay, it looks small, it looks like something that wouldn't even do anything. So I get a little bit close, because I'm thinking I could just ride, over it as my, with my car above it, and my tires won't even touch it. So my stupid self, I get closer to whatever it is in the middle of the expressway, and it definitely wasn't rubber or tire or whatever. So by the time like I told myself to get out the way, it was already too late. Oh crap, I bit my tongue. I had driven over the thing, and when I tell you that whatever hard metal object, it looked about the size of somebody's windshield, side view mirrors. When I tell you, when that thing went underneath my car, it made the loudest sound, and I thought my car was gonna flip over. Like, that's how bad the impact of the object and the undercarriage of my car like hit each other. So it's like boom. It's not funny at all, but and then like I heard something, and then I look in my rearview mirror, I see sparks. I'm like, oh shit, oh crap. So I'm like, as I'm about to get off on the exits, I'm like praying, like, please, 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 God, please let my car be okay. Please let me be able to make it home, because my car was driving normal, but I was kind of scared that I had really done something at that moment, which I really did, but we'll get to that later in a few. So I drive home normally, nothing was wrong. So I parked the car, get out, and I decided to look underneath the car, and I drive a 2013 Nissan Sentra, so underneath my bumper, or a little bit farther behind, there's like this long flap that goes from one end to the other. It's about this length, and goes from one side to the other of the car. I don't know what it's called. I tried to Google it, but like people are calling it different names. I guess they say it's for the aerodynamics. I don't know, but that was hanging halfway off. The screws or whatever that was supposed to have it bolted on was completely gone. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can get a string and tie it back into the holes. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just do that tomorrow morning. So the next day, which is today, you know, I'm getting ready for work. So I go out to warm up my car because it is winter and it is a lot of snow here. I go to warm up my car, and it started up perfectly fine. I heard a little something in the beginning, but just like a tiny hint where I'm like, okay, that didn't, I don't know, but it didn't raise too much alarm. So I turned it off and started again, and it started up normal, no sounds or anything. So I go underneath the car a little bit so I can try to tie the thing that was hanging off back into place, but I couldn't get the string that I had in the hole, so I just like tucked it in somewhere. I don't know. I tucked it back in its place, but it didn't have the screw, so it probably would have came back off on the expressway or while I was driving. So, God, my throat. So, okay, I get in my car because at that point it's time for me to leave. So I put my car into reverse. It wouldn't go anywhere. I'm like, okay, maybe it's the snow. I'm like, well, no, there's no snow on the ground, you know, on my driveway. There's a little bit, but it's drivable. You can drive over it because I drove over it the night before, so there's already a path for me to go down. So I put the car into drive to try to go forward. It wouldn't move. I put it back in reverse. It would move again. I'm pressing the accelerator. The RPM is jumping, but the speedometer isn't going anywhere. My tires aren't even moving. When I tell you, I freaked out because I had to be at work, and I really, really, really hate being late for things. I hate it with a passion. Like, I like to be there. I like to be reliable. So I called my mom about like 10 times, nearly in tears. Like, I'm like, Mom, my car is not moving, I was really hoping that she would take off today, but she took off Friday for me so that I could go, so that she can come with me to my doctor's appointment, which I love her for. But she couldn't take off today, which I understand because she already took off on Friday. So she's like, okay, I told her what was wrong, what I was doing, So I'm like, I live kind of on a slope, so I'm like, okay, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's the slope and the ice and the snow, maybe that's stopping it from moving. I was just trying to have some type of hope and faith. So my mom's like, okay, put the car in neutral and see, you know, you can like push it a little bit and maybe that can get it rolling. I put the car in neutral and I push it slightly down the hill, and I had to literally almost chase the car and get in it and like step on the brake because it was rolling back so fast. So yeah, I took it out of neutral halfway down my driveway. Tried to put it in drive, it wouldn't go. Tried to put it in reverse, it wouldn't go. So my cousin that lives here came, well, no, after that, my mom was like, okay, we're gonna have to call a tow truck or whatever, and have them take it to the mechanic. And I'm just freaking out because I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if I have the money for all this, and what mechanic, what tow, it was just so much stuff going through my mind. Like, I was so scared. So my mom was like, relax, just call the tow company and just have it sent to a mechanic. So after that, my cousin came out the house. He's a guy, and he helped me push my car onto the street since we couldn't push it back onto the hill because of all the ice and stuff. So we put it on the street. Long story short, I called the tow people at 8:30 a.m. They didn't get to me to about like 12. And before that, I noticed there was oil on the ground, and my cousin was like, oh, maybe it's your engine oil, and but then he was like, well, if your car's not moving, then it's your transmission. So it was my transmission oil. Basically, I punctured my trans oil pan, and which caused all the oil to leak out. Well, I guess not all of it, but some of it, majority of it, because my car didn't move. So they called me. Well, first, I don't even have my car back today. And I'm really upset about that, because now I have to use my dad's car to go to work in the morning and be an hour late, because he gets off of work in the morning. But I'm so thankful that I can at least go and not have to take another day off. But anyways, the guy at the mechanic was like, oh, you punctured a hole in your transmission oil pan and this and that, and it's gonna cost you $451, but we're also gonna inspect the transmission some more just to make sure that everything is okay, and this and that and this and that. Guys, I really don't want to pay this $451, but I am so thankful that it is not some outrageous price, or something that is unfixable, or something that is just, I don't know. But yeah, because when I was reading on Google, like, people were saying like 800, 700, 900, like, people were just saying some like ridiculous prices. So when he told me $400, $451, I was really happy. And I know, like, that's really overpriced probably still, because all they're doing is replacing the pan, or maybe doing something else. But whatever, just take my money, give me back my card. Guys, I'm just so over it at the moment. You guys might not even see me for a while. I need a break from life. I need a vacation. This video might not be relaxing at all, because this is more of a rant for me. But yeah, I should have my car back tomorrow. I'm hoping, I'm praying. Tomorrow I work both jobs, so I have to find a way how to return my dad's car, go pay for my car, pick up my car, and go to work. Like, I'm just ready for this week to be over with. I have a ton of stuff to do. Wednesday, after work, I have to take my aunt to go get groceries and stuff, because she's kind of old, so yeah, whatever. And Friday, I have to drive all the way to the city, which is, well, deep in the city, and take my uncle to some stores and stuff. Then after that, I have to go to my little sister's first ball. Guys, I cannot wait to Friday night. That's gonna be my break, I guess. My break until Monday morning. But